Snax on. I'm back with another little eppa. You feel me? For all my peoples out there. It's been a minute. It's been a little minute, man. It's a slow time in sports right now. That ain't really the reason why I ain't done a snacks on in in about a week and a half. Um, but that's a little part of it. You know what I mean? The fact that but it's been one or two things to talk about. You know what I mean? Like if you want to create content, you know what I'm saying, and give the people something to and just make up some shit to talk about, you can. So, um, um, but yeah, partly because basketball just ended last month. Football is not back quite yet. It don't start till next month. It don't really start till September, but preseason and start next month, August. So basically, football is back next month. Um, and we right smack dab in the middle of baseball, but y'all already know I don't fuck with baseball right now, or I don't fuck. Not that I don't fuck with baseball. I don't fuck with the MLB because to not have Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame for whatever fucking reason is just bogus, and your sport is a fucking joke. If Barry Bonds ain't a Hall of Famer, like so, I can't even take them serious, and even Roger Clemens, for that matter. You know what I'm saying? But so I can't even take them serious. So I don't even pay attention to that. And yeah, so I mean, so it's a slow time in sports right now. But yeah, man, snacks on sports, man. I'm back with another one. So we finna get into this KD talk, man, and some Draymond talk. You feel me? I'm gonna start. Since the NFL season is on its way back. You feel me? I'm gonna start back with some NFL topics. You know what I mean? Within the next couple days, week or so. You know what I mean? But man, the NBA. I know the NFL is king as far as ratings and all that shit. But I mean, man, the NBA just like it's just like year round now between the season. Okay, between the season itself, um, and when I say that, I mean the whole season, regular season, postseason, and everything that come along with that. The All Star weekend and everything. You know what I mean? Who won the championship? Who we think gonna win and all that. So the season between the season itself, free agency, which always go crazy, um, and summer league and all that. Like the NBA is just year round. Like you know what I mean? Year round, they giving niggas something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And the NFL do that too, but there is a portion of the off season for the NFL season, like when after the Super Bowl and after whoever then won it, then got their parade and shit. And then you do kind of you got that time before the draft and all that shit. But I mean, um, between the Super Bowl champion being crowned and the draft, and then from right after the draft up until like training camp and shit. Uh, I mean, it's gonna be always some news here or there, but football really be dead in the off season. You know what I'm saying? And it's all the way turned up on and motherfucking cracking. You know what I'm saying? When the season is on, yeah. When NFL season is going on, it don't nothing else even compare to that shit. You feel me? So, but anyway, finna get into this KD, man. You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna get into Draymond. Draymond, boy, you know I love you. You know I love you. You know what I'm saying? But you stay falling and bumping your motherfucking head, boy, and saying some disrespectful ass shit. And this time, your disrespectful ire is is geared towards your own damn teammate, Steph Curry, the one and only Steph Curry. And I don't even get what the fuck you talking. But anyway, you feel me, KD? You know what I mean? When was this? And these is topic, and these is this KD topic, and um this Draymond topic. These is things that, like I said, I wanted to do these last week, but between it being a slow time in sports, and you know what I mean, just had my third child, first son. You know what I'm saying? Um, I was born last month. He just turned a month. He just turned a month old last week. So y'all know it come along with having a newborn baby in the house. So yeah, you know what I mean. It's just and then shit, just working and all that shit. You know what I mean, and then what I mean, just what I mean. My mind ain't really been on music lately, so I'm gonna get back to that though. But right now, what I mean, it's other shit going on. So but that's always still there because that's the epitome of me or what I do. So, but I done put that on the back burner just for the time being, real quick. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I forgot why I was saying all that. But uh, basically, yeah, with all that going on, you know what I'm saying? I'm just giving niggas hella motherfucking excuses why, I'm saying, I didn't do this episode last week when, what I mean, when this was really, because it's still, Katie still ain't been traded and all that, so it's still, a hot topic and all that. But when the news first broke a week to a week and a half ago, and when Draymond made his comments about Steph, you know what I mean? A week to a week and a half ago, that's when it was really, but it's all good. That's how I do. I move, you know what I'm saying? I move to the beat of my own drum. You know what I mean? I let the rest of you niggas, you know what I mean, go in the cycle and regurgitate the same shit over and over again. Then when y'all done, then I'll come give y'all a real nigga opinion on what the fuck going on. You feel me? So that's all that was. So yeah, these is in case anybody is wondering, like, oh man, he just now talking about KD trade requests and this and that. Yeah, bitch. I got a motherfucking life to live. I can't be on YouTube all damn day like you bitch niggas. You feel me? But so uh KD, you know what I mean? He did the man, what is this shit? The et ceteras. He did the interview with the et ceteras or whatever. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Cool little interview and shit like that. But he said some shit up in there that your boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have some shit to say. You know what I mean? Because I'm looking, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching what you're saying very, very closely, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I mean? Just because I know it's gonna be some disrespectful shit said. I just know it. You know what I'm saying? Because we just won a championship. You don't like that. I know you don't like that. Regardless of whatever the fuck you say, you know what I'm saying? You ain't feeling that. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nigga who, ain't no motherfucker gonna, want to leave, lead a bitch, and then see the bitch doing better now than she was when she was with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, this bitch done upgraded. Ain't this about a bitch? I thought I was leaving the bitch with that. You feel me? But, so he said some shit. Now, it's no thing. I got some shit written down here, some little time stamps or whatnot. Yeah, I'm talking about here on Snax on Sports. I want to get into this first little part. But yeah, he did a little interview with et ceteras, and you know, and fucking yeah, he just says he dope interview. He says some dope shit. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna talk about the shit I didn't agree with. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's what the fuck I'm finna do right about now. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do on Snax on Sports. You know what I mean? So yeah, here go KD talking about some shit.
My teammates, like me versus Russell, me versus Steph and Draymond, me versus Kyrie now, James. And a lot of people, when Golden State won, it felt like they went back and said, well, if they won this one, then they could have easily won 2017, 2018 with somebody other than KD. But I'm just like, why? Somebody other than me. Like, why you want to just pull me from the group? You know what I'm saying? So it'd be irritating to hear that because I just want to watch the game and I also like those dudes. Like, I played basketball with those guys, and I was a part of that dynasty that they're building right now. And I didn't think they had a dynasty until right now. You know what I'm saying? Until they won that fourth one. So yeah, I had some pride.
You don't think that we had a dynasty until right now? Why the fuck is that, KD? Because you thought you left us for dead when you left in 2019. But you didn't leave us for dead, bitch. That's why you sit up in here talking about you didn't think I didn't think there was a nigga. You ain't supposed to think shit. Nigga, you supposed to leave that to us, the media and the fans, to talk about whether they a dynasty or not. You a player. Now you want to sit up there and talk about who a dynasty and who not. You know what I'm saying? Mad because you ain't on it. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you left. Don't be mad now. So for you to sit up there and say about your beady bead head ass mouth that we ain't no motherfucking dynasty. You didn't think we was a dynasty. You a stupid son of a bitch. Yeah, that's what the fuck you is. Yeah. You just a dumb son of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't get that. I don't get that comment. Yeah, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think there was a dynasty until now. Why now? You know what I'm saying? Why now? Now, I understand it being debatable, you know what I mean? Like I said, between media and fans, had they not won, you know what I mean, just this last championship right now against the Boston Celtics, 3 championships in what, a 5-year period that they had. I would still call that a dynasty, okay? Because you got to think that most of the time in sports, I'm talking about, you got to think about along the entirety of the sport. Okay, football that's been around for what, 100 years or some shit, damn near 100 years. Basketball been around for 75. Baseball been around for over 100 fucking years and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think how many of in all of those years, how many times has a team won 3 and 4 years, 3 in a row, 3 out of 3 and 5 years and something like that. It don't happen a lot. Okay. I'm talking about, if you want to take basketball, you want to take, the Celtics of the 60s, and you want to take the Celtics of the 80s, the Lakers of the 80s, the Bulls of the 90s, you know what I'm saying? The Kobe and Shaq Lakers, you know what I'm saying? The Spurs, you know what I'm saying? And the Warriors. Okay. So that's probably about what, 6 or 7 teams I just named. I'm not talking about how many teams is in the league. I'm talking about, you got to go off of how many teams participated in that year. You know what I mean? Meaning, okay, if it's 30 teams in the league, that's what I'm talking about. Out of 30 teams in that one year. So I'm talking about all of these teams over all these years. I just named 7. You know what I'm saying? Either 6 or 7. I didn't count. You know what I mean? I just named 6 or 7. You know what I mean? And you talking about thousands and thousands of teams. You know what I'm saying? So it don't happen a lot and then you want to go to football. Okay? Patriots, Niners, Steelers of the 70s, Cowboys of the 90s. I know I'm missing somebody probably. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying then think about the teams that had the potential to be that but didn't. The recent Seahawks, the Legion of Boom, the Chiefs of right now. Just 2 years ago, 2-3 years ago, they thought y'all thought these folks was about to win about 7 championships. Now we see it ain't that motherfucking easy. Okay, they got that one. Okay, and now we'll see. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You can have all time great talent, all time great. Look at Aaron Rodgers. One super. You would think a player of his caliber. You know what I'm saying? Would like he would be the motherfucker with 7 rings like Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? But it don't happen like that. You know what I'm saying? You go to baseball, you got the Yankees. Okay, you got the Giants that did it 3 out of 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so to me, 3 championships in 5 years is a dynasty because it don't have usually, you get a team that wins a championship and then that's it. Then the next year it's a new champion. These all-time teams, they're like you never have 4, 5, and 6 all-time teams at one time in the league at that time. It's usually one of those teams, and then it's usually one of those all-time legendary type teams that has a run for whatever 5, 6, 7 years or more. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody else is like, then you'll have a team that's, contesting them for a year or 2 or maybe 2 or 3, and then they'll fall off the map. And then you have another, so that's usually how it goes. Like throughout the whole time the Patriots and had they run. Okay. Yeah, you've had other good opponents and teams that have, but not dynasties. They have been the only dynasty in the in this era. It wasn't no other dynasty, and they have potential to be others. Like I said, the Legion of Boom Seahawks. You know what I mean? They look like they could have probably reeled off about 2 or 3. I know 2 is not a dynasty, but once you get to 3 in a certain time span, to me that's a dynasty. 3 and 5 is a dynasty. Shit, but and I mean, just my opinion. It don't have to be right. It's just my opinion. But to me, shit, back to back or 2 and 3 years is a mini dynasty, not a full dynasty, but that's a mini dynasty. Because it's even hard to do. That's hard to win a championship just one. To go back to back, like that's like, you know what I mean? You putting yourself in a rare category. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say the Warriors 3 and 5 to me, and I don't know if you just saying that nigga because that's your team, that's the team you root for. No, I'm not just saying that because that's the team I root for. I'm saying that because I truly believe 3 championships in 5 years is a damn dynasty. You know what I mean? Because it just is. Now, sometimes the dynasty can last longer. You know what I mean? But you talking about a 5 years. It's not. You don't have shit like that all the time where you got a team that's consistently at the top for 5, 6, 7 straight years. You know what I mean? Usually you get a year to 2, maybe 3. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, if y'all ain't won it, hey, some changes gonna be made. Somebody gonna want to get some money. Somebody gonna go, to another team, go get their money in free agency. Somebody gonna go get traded. Somebody might get hurt and ruin it. I mean, it just a lot of things got to go your way. You know what I mean? In order for you to even potentially have a damn dynasty. So for me, that's KD's opinion, okay? But I'm just like, damn, you own the team. You was on the team. And you gonna say you don't think that they had a dynasty? Like, what type of hating ass shit is that? This nigga always want to talk about, man, they hating on the guy. They hating on the guy. Nigga, you hating on us, nigga. Fuck you talking. I didn't think they had a dynasty until now. Nigga, you sound like a hating ass bitch. Period. Point blank.
I like, damn, I was a part of something special. Even though, it was only 2 championships out of the 4. It's like, shit, JaVale McGee probably felt the same way I did. David West probably felt the same way I did. We all came in at the same time with the Warriors, and we had some amazing times. And to see them finish it and continue it, yeah, you have a sense of pride. But then it's to be a part of that. But then when you listen to the broadcast, it's just like, well, KD should be feeling this way. I'm just like, oh, here we go. Like, damn, let me just enjoy it.
But that's true, my nigga. That's the reason why it affects you when you hear him say it. Now, I understand the notion of something not affecting you at all, but just to hear somebody say it, it don't affect you that they say it. It affects you that it's even a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, if my wife asks me a question and she don't like the way I answer it, and then she be like, why you mad? Or what? And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm not mad at shit. The fact that you think I'm mad that's what's gonna make me motherfucking mad. Fuck you think I'm mad at? You know what I'm saying? So like that type of shit. So I understand that. You feel me? But you know, that's the whole. See, this is the thing with me. You know, the whole notion of because what he got to understand is, bro, the whole narrative was since you came over there, you know what I'm saying, to Golden State and then left and all that shit, and we won the championship. The whole narrative was, even though it was not true, you knew the shit wasn't true. You know what I mean? And the motherfuckers that know basketball know the shit ain't true as far as that KD came and saved us, or he's the reason why we were a dynasty, or we wouldn't have been able to win without KD and all that bullshit. Like, that's the most felonious, bogus ass shit ever, bro. And it's the reason why for this KD versus Steph kind of thing. I understand that that it's not necessarily them doing it, and you don't got to tear one down to bring up another. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be nosy, bro. Motherfuckers be nosy as fuck. Yeah, you ain't got to tear one down. You know what I'm saying? To bring up another. You know what I'm saying? But my whole problem is that's what y'all was doing. That's what y'all was doing to Steph the whole time. That's what made Steph fans and not just Steph fans, Warriors fans. I understand that some Warriors fans still fuck with KD, but a lot of us don't. Straight up. I'm one of the motherfuckers that don't. You know what I mean? I've been stopped fucking with that nigga when he was on the team. I got the receipts. Go back and look at my Facebook and my Twitter page. I've been saying, man, I'm ready for this nigga to get up out of here. I seen all of this shit, all the joy and all the joyful exuberance, you know what I mean, being evaporated and sucked out of the motherfucking team because this nigga was, now we seeing, you know what I mean? This nigga done requested a trade from where he at and all of that other shit. That's where he wanted to go. Him and Kyrie made that motherfucking situation what it is. And now you don't, you out of there? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I believe it's just my opinion. I believe the fact that the Warriors just won a championship has something to do with it. I'm not saying that that is the ultimate reason why. I believe it has something to do with it. Like, man, I got to get the fuck up out of here now, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think that it's like some Kyrie thing, like the media trying to make it like, yeah, he finally's fed up with Kyrie. And then he finally, man, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all, man. I'm not saying I know, because I don't know. But I would more bank on y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about when y'all say all of a sudden he finally is fed up with Kyrie and now he this is showing that him and Kyrie aren't friends anymore and he doesn't want to play with Kyrie. No, that's not what it's showing. That's not what it's showing. I guarantee you him and Kyrie is okay. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to play together. They, you know what I mean? They got to, you know what I mean? It might be a change of heart. You know what I'm saying? But still, I'm saying that what's being proven now is what the fuck I've been saying the whole time. Okay? We never needed KD. And like he want to say, why y'all want to just take me, you know, and just replace me with somebody else? It's not about replacing you with somebody else, bro. It's about about everybody that was saying that, hey, these guys were champions before Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying? They already won a championship before Kevin Durant. Steph Curry had already won 2 MVPs before KD came over there. He was already proven. Steph Curry was already a made man. Already. He already had a championship in the bag. So what this last championship does, it's not about taking you away from 17 and 18. It just validates that, damn, they bookended you, nigga. They got one before you and after you. So that points to those two in the middle. And now that gets motherfuckers that didn't think it before, not like I said, not me, that didn't think it before to say, well, damn, maybe they didn't really need KD. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole thing. Yeah, like it's like no, we didn't need him to win those championships. Okay. It was great that we had him. I'm not saying we would have won both of them. I think we would have won at least one of them. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they wouldn't have, and that's I'm getting to it with this with the Draymond Green. They wouldn't have won those championships in 17 and 18. That 2018 Cavs team, that was not a good Cavs team, bro. I'm sorry. That wasn't. They barely made it to the fucking finals. Uh 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 uh, they barely got through Eastern Conference Finals in a game 7 against the Boston Celtics. I'm talking about a Boston Celtics that had if I'm not mistaken, a rookie Jason Tatum, bro. Like that Boston Celtics team was so fucking young and inexperienced, bro. And they went 7 games with that very experienced, very veteran LeBron James led Cavaliers team. You feel me? So I'm not saying, yeah, the Cavaliers ultimately won that game 7, and it was in Boston. Kyrie was actually on that team too. He just was hurt. You know what I mean? So he didn't play in that game 7. You feel me? If I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? So, but they did well without him. You know what I'm saying? But but Kyrie wasn't even playing. You know what I mean? They still took, you know what I mean? They still took him to 7. You know what I'm saying? And so and then when they played against us, we swept them. We swept them. Like, so you mean to tell me that team, that Warriors team in 2018 without Kevin Durant was going to lose to that Cavs team? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. We may not have swept them, but it wouldn't have went no more than 6 games. No more. I say 5. I say they would have got 1 game. But you know what I mean? Just for the sake of it being LeBron James, I give him 6. You know what I mean? But we would have at at best, you know what I mean? We would have won it. At best, we could have probably still swept him even without Kevin Durant. But I'll say, you know what I mean? I'll give him at best, you know what I mean? We would have won in 5. At worst, we would have won in 6. Straight the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So we would have got one of it. If Kevin Durant never came over, we would have got one of those championships. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about taking Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant done what he was supposed to do when he came over here. He contributed to those rings. Okay, you got the Finals MVPs. Okay, cool. You did your thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the but this is because of Steph Curry why this is. And now was being proven that, well, damn. And this, like I said, this is something I always knew. And I'm not saying need like, but I'm saying, and when it comes to winning the ultimate shit, it's being proven that Kevin Durant needs Steph Curry or needed Steph Curry more than Steph Curry needed him. What do you mean? So all that was being shown once Kevin Durant left in 2019 and everybody thought the dynasty was over. The dynasty wasn't over. Them niggas told y'all after we lost to the Raptors in 2019. The dynasty ain't over. What this championship just showed is that the Warriors was just hurt. You know what I'm saying? That's it. They was just hurt. Had they had Klay Thompson not gotten hurt in in the 2019 finals, that next year in 2020, which ended up being the pandemic year, the bubble year, I'm not saying that they win the championship, but they at least would have been one of the best teams. You know what I'm saying? In the league, it would have been some. It still would have been some adjustments, though. I'll say that because our roster wasn't fully. It wasn't fully what it was. We had D'Angelo Russell at that time. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean. We did the sign and trade with KD. We signed him and then traded him to Brooklyn. He wanted to go to Brooklyn, and then they gave us back D'Angelo Russell and whatever else or whatever. You feel me? In the draft pick or whatever. Um, and then we were later able to send uh, D. Russ to uh, Minnesota for Andrew Wiggins and a draft pick or some shit. You know what I mean? And so you know what I mean? And that is what ultimately started to form our team with, you know what I mean, that's that seventh pick in that draft that where we got Kaminga, that was the Minnesota pick. You know what I mean? And then we got Andrew Wiggins. We all see what he turned out to be. So all of that was facilitated by the sign and trade that we did with KD. And KD kind of did us a favor with that. You know what I'm saying? But really not. You know what I mean? We really did him a favor, nigga. We helped you win, get the monkey off your back, and so so that way, regardless of whatever, you can say that you won a championship in your career. That's what the fuck we did for you. You know what I'm saying? So, he owed us that to do that sign and trade. You know what I mean? I mean, not literally owed it to us. I mean, if he wouldn't have did it, hey, he was well well within the realm of the guidelines to not do that. You know what I'm saying? So, but hey, it's you know what I mean? When he came over here, my nigga, you know what I mean? We showed you how to win, helped you win. And you helped us too. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we had already been in two finals, already won. So we had proof. And then in the second year when we got to the finals and ultimately lost in Game 7 after the NBA gave motherfucking the Cavaliers, like Stephen A. say, that motherfucking stimulus package and helped them and shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, we beat you in the motherfucking Western Conference Finals. You know what I'm saying? So it just that whole notion, bro. That's what's so what's the word? Fulfilling, you know, about this championship right here. Cause and Steph know it. That's why, and Draymond, and they can just now any and everything from this point on for this Warriors era is all just icing on the cake. There's nothing else to do. There's nothing else to prove. There is still more things to do, like win more championships. So there's more things to do. You know what I'm saying? But there's nothing else to prove. You know what I'm saying? They don't got to do nothing else. To me, I was already saying it before this one. You know what I'm saying? They already didn't have nothing else to prove. It was already cemented. 3 championships, hey, it was done. You know what I'm saying? It's just that we wanted Steph to ultimately get back and be able to get that Finals MVP, just to be able to knock it down and just say, I checked that box. You know what I'm saying? I checked that box on my career. And you know what I mean? Like you said, what y'all gonna say now? That's all. You know what I mean? He need that shit. But it do feel better for him to have it. You know what I mean? Because you got a fourth ring along with it. That fourth ring puts you, I mean, 3 rings put you in rarefied air. But that motherfucking fourth ring puts your ass in rarer motherfucking fired air, nigga, for sure, for sure. And with the motherfucking team we got coming back next year, y'all think these niggas ain't finna try to go for number 5 and go back to back? I'm telling you right now. And I said it at the beginning of this year. Okay? I said it. Barring injury. Okay? Any unforeseen injury to any one of our key players, Steph, Clay, or Dre. Okay? And I'll throw Wiggins and Poole in there too. You know what I'm saying? But really, I'm talking about the main 3, Steph, Clay, and Dre. You know what I'm saying? But barring any key injury to those players, you know what I mean, where that's gonna keep them like, out for an extensive period of time, like 2-3 months or more, or out for the season or some shit like that. Barring that, we're gonna win a championship again, bro. It's just what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? We definitely going back to the finals. Now, depending on if we win it, you know what I mean, depending on who, Milwaukee, I always, hey, that boy Giannis, hey, Giannis is a motherfucking problem. Giannis is a problem, but I just feel like we ultimately have the better team. You know what I'm saying? We ultimately have the better team, the deeper team, and I feel like we can beat them. You know what I'm saying? And it just is what it is. So, um, yeah. So that whole thing that KD just said, man, about he didn't think we was a dynasty before then. Fuck your bitch ass talking about, dog. You know what I mean? Like I said, hey, that's your opinion. If that's the fuck you think, you know what I'm saying? That's your opinion, dog. You know what I mean? I give you that. But hey, I just don't even know why you even fix your mouth to even say some shit like that. You know what I mean? Even comment on that. And I know they say, oh, well, motherfuckers say, you know what I'm saying? Y'all say y'all want athletes to be honest and give you the, you know what I mean? Truth. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Say what's on your motherfucking mind. You know what I mean? But best believe you say some shit I don't agree with, you know what I'm saying? I'm on your ass, boy. So, you feel me? That whole, it just come off as some hating shit, bro. I didn't think they had a dynasty, but now I guess I'll give it to them now. You know what I'm saying? Because they won that fourth one, and shit, it's their second one without me. So, and I'm on camera, so I can't really say nothing else. You know what I mean? I got to give it to the other fighter, because if I don't give it up to them, it's gonna look like I'm hating. Bitch, it already look like you hate. By saying, nigga, you ain't think we had a dynasty. It already looked like you hating. You know what I'm saying? You ain't had a dynasty, nigga. Now you want to attach yourself to it. What I did in those 2 years, I did that. You know what I'm saying? I contributed. You know what I'm saying? Blah, 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 blah. Like, why you got to come out and say all that, bro? Like you won the finals MVP. You don't think we know that you contributed? We know you contributed, bro. We know that. We just understand that you went and got a couple rings from a team that was already contending for championships and didn't really need you like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you contributed, but you didn't do it with a team like on a team where you actually were the reason why they got over the top and won some shit. You know what I'm saying? They already won. So you can't say that you got them over the top. We was already over the top. And I don't want to hear them, oh, Kyrie was hurting. Kevin Love, man, listen, every year in every sport, in every champion, you can go back and say, hey, this happened, that happened. You know what I mean? They got a lucky break here, or a opponent was hurt here every year. That ain't nigga who win the championship is who win the championship. So I ain't want to hear all that shit, nigga. We won a championship in 15. We was already over the hump. It wasn't expected, nigga. We didn't come into that season expected to win no damn championship. Nobody seen Steph Curry being no motherfucking MVP, and us just bursting onto the scene how we did. Nobody seen that. We was not the Super Team Warriors yet. We did not become the Super Team Warriors until um um Kevin Durant came over there. Just one player made us a super team because everybody else was drafted outside of Iguodala. But Iguodala, we wasn't considered a super team when we signed Iguodala a year before we won the championship. Iguodala came when we still had um, Mark Jackson as the head coach. You know what I'm saying? Iguodala came when we still had Mark Jackson as the head coach. So he had one. He had Iguodala first year was Mark Jackson's last year. You know what I mean? That was the year where we lost to the Los Angeles Clippers in the first round, game 7. You know what I'm saying? 2014. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, we did not. We wasn't a super team. See, people forget that. People forget that. You know what I mean? When they talk about the Warriors now, they forget that first championship, them first 2 years, that championship and a 73 win year, it was no KD. It was not a super team. You know what I'm saying? Unless you want to say that they turned themselves into a super team, but they was drafted. Steph was drafted by the Warriors. Clay was drafted by the Warriors. Draymond was drafted by the Warriors. So the 3 key figures in that championship. Now I know Iguodala got the Finals MVP, but he was still basically there, a part of somewhat the beginning of the run. Not the very, Steph got there in 09, Clay got there in 11, Dre got there in 12. Draymond Iggy got there in 13. You know what I'm saying? Um so the other 3 were there first, but still, uh Iggy was there from the beginning of the championship run. So that's the beginning. It's the same way with Sean Livingston. Sean Livingston wasn't there, Steph rookie year and second year and third year and Clay rookie year and all that. He came. If I'm not mistaken, Sean Livingston's first year was the championship year in 2014, 2015. But still, that is considered the beginning of the championship run. Not the root, the foundation that was being laid by Mark Jackson and Steph and Clay and Drake, but um um but that first championship year, Sean Livingston is a part of that. You know what I mean? He's a part of the beginning of the championship run because, like I said, once we hired Steve Kerr, it was nobody picking the Warriors to. We was just another good team in the NBA. Hey, we would have been considered a team like the who could I say right now? I'm saying coming into that year, they would have said we were I want to say Minnesota Timberwolves, but I want to say the Minnesota Timberwolves, but I think we was probably a little better than them, what they were this year. But Memphis Grizzlies this year with Ja Morant, I'll maybe say, man, coming into the year, I would probably say like the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm not talking about how the Memphis Grizzlies looked after y'all, seeing what they did this year. I'm saying the Memphis Grizzlies coming into this year, which was last year against Utah. Last year they beat us in the play-in game. Okay, to get to the first round, to be the 8th seed and play the Utah Jazz in the first round. And I think it was 6 games, but they lost in the first round. So nobody's seen Memphis coming into the year being that the team that has the second best record in the league. That's what they had this year. They was the second best team in the league record wise. Okay. So I would probably say that's probably what we was. Now that would have been like the Memphis Grizzlies winning the championship this year. You know what I mean? Coming into the year, nobody said the Memphis Grizzlies was gonna win the championship. Now, once they started doing what they was doing, it got towards the middle, towards the end of the season, and in the playoffs, that first round and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? Then so a few people started to say, okay, this might be a championship contender and all that other shit. But I already knew, I always knew that they wasn't. They just too young. They ain't been there. You know what I mean? They ain't been there yet like that, man. Even our team in 15 was a little bit more of a, we were still young. Okay. Steph was 26, Dre, I think Dre was like 23. Clay was, 23 or 24. You know what I'm saying? So we were still young, but that's older than what the Memphis Grizzlies is right now. They like 21 and 22 and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like all of them. You know what I'm saying? So I think John might be like 22, 23, something like that. But still, that like our best player was 26 years old. And the person who won the finals MVP, the player who won the finals MVP, Iguodala, was like what, 28 or 29 or something like that at the time, 30, you know what I'm saying? So we were a young team, but we still had enough veterans sprinkled around. Anyway, I'm getting too off my point. So I just be doing that on Snax on Sports, man. I'm just talking to y'all. But I'm just saying all that to say how that relates to KD and all that is that we weren't a super team. You know what I'm saying? So like y'all gotta give it up to the Warriors before KD arrived, because that wasn't a team that was expected to win. They beat the odds. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they had, like I said, they had already got to the mountaintop and got over it. They got over the hump already. So when KD came, that was just to ensure that we were just going to obliterate the league. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all that, all KD, when KD came over here, we went from being a team that was just going to be one of the top 4 teams, in the league, to be in the conference finals and or get to the finals and win it, to okay, they're undoubtedly the favorites and they're going to crush everybody, because they just added one of the greatest scorers of all time to this team that's already an all-time great team. That just won 73 fucking games and shit. So yeah, that's what KD did. You know what I mean? That's what he did for us when he came over here, bro. He just made it to where, and all that was because we were so upset at the loss in 16 that you get emotional and you want to come back and just crush everything. So we just went up to everybody. We went up LeBron and said, okay, that's how y'all want to play. We're going to show y'all something. We finna show y'all this. And that's exactly what we did. It wasn't they flew across the country and got on their knees and bowed. And how can Steph be a top 10 player if he's gonna tell another player to come save me and save my legacy and all this bullshit these niggas be talking about? Skip Bayless, you just lost all credibility with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's ridiculous, brother. Like, all of this shit, just like I've been saying. Steph Curry is now on the same level that LeBron James is with Skip Bayless in terms of the hate and the vitriol. He has now reached that LeBron James level because if you're not willing to give it up to, you should have already been giving it up to Steph Curry anyway, even before this last finals. I mean, he was already all time great. Okay. But if you're not gonna do it now, and you gonna keep talk after we just seen you keep talking this Kevin Durant shit, after you just seen this nigga get swept out the motherfucking first round of the playoffs by the same team that Steph Curry just motherfucking obliterated and had his and won his first fucking finals MVP, had his probably his best finals ever. You know what I mean? And all this shit was great. You know what I mean? That 118, he could have won a finals MVP. They gave it to KD, but Steph Curry could have won that finals MVP. It was neck and neck right there. Okay. So and then 15, man, come on now. That should have went to I love Iggy, but that's no. Steph Curry should have won an MVP. You know what I'm saying? So since y'all want to make it a thing, which it was never a thing before KD came over, I never growing up, it was never a thing with who won the whoever like who it was about winning the championship. It wasn't about the finals MVP was just like that was secondary. That wasn't like the main thing. It wasn't like now y'all making it like it's the main thing. Like it's more important to win the finals MVP than it is to win the damn championship and shit. Like, so y'all niggas is ass backwards. But anyway, since y'all want to make it a thing, really, Steph, he definitely should have at least two right now. You can make a case he should have three. He could have won that one in 18 too. So, yeah, that's all that's saying, bro. Is that you know the Warriors barely lost the 2016 finals. I mean, barely in a game 7 within the last minute of the game. You know what I'm saying? They barely lost it. So for you to come over here and then act like, you was the nigga that put us over the top and run with that narrative and all that, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, stop that. Stop that. You know what I'm saying? We both sides benefited. The Warriors benefited and Kevin Durant benefited. But at the same time, if I'm really, calling it how I see it, I'm sorry, but Kevin Durant benefited more because he hadn't won nothing. He hadn't won no championships. So what do you mean, bro? So yeah, man, let me get to this next part. So that whole shit about yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think there was a dynasty until now. What the fuck is you talking about, bro? You sound like a hating ass bitch. Let me get to this next one.
What they doing instead of you trying to pit me against them, because I'm always going to take my side. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to agree with you saying that, like, I didn't contribute to the dynasty. I did. So, like, I don't give a shit if it makes you feel like I'm attacking the Warriors. Like, I'm going to always take my side. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like I contributed in a positive way every single second I was inside that arena, from practice, shooting rounds, games. So it's like, you're not taking away this shit from me. I'm always holding in high regard, no matter how you try to put my old teammates against me, try to lie on my name and say I'm jealous and envious of these dudes. It's just like, come on, man, it's childish. There's multiple things here. I want to start with the
Listen, it might be, it might be going a little overboard to say that he's jealous and all, like, to use that word jealous, but I don't give a damn what nobody say, bro. You feel me? He know, like, it's not, it makes his 2 championships over here look that much weaker. The fact that they just won another championship without you, bro. Because the whole thing is you thought you was leaving us for dead. Like they thought it was over. They thought we was done. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't getting back to this point no more. That we wasn't gonna be here, let alone win it all. Get to they didn't think we was gonna be, in contention for a championship, let alone win it all. Again, without KD, after KD, like they the ones. The Nets is supposed to be the new fucking dynasty and shit, the new super team and all that. You know what I mean? Them niggas can't even sniff the fucking finals. You feel me? So, the fact that he gotta even say this, man, that he gotta say, oh, I contributed. Like, bro, we know you contributed. It's the fact that your contribution made it so that nobody else in the league had a chance. So it's kind of like motherfuckers feel like not the team, but you cheated in a way. You know what I mean? Because what people are saying is, bro, replace you with a lesser caliber player, and they could have still won those championships. And I know that's going exactly against what everything we said. Like he's saying that he would disagree with that, bro. You might disagree with that because it's you, but how could you disagree with that when you see that these people just won a championship, another championship without you, and then they had one before you? You know what I'm saying? So that raises, that puts into question the 17 and the 18 championships. Like, would they have won those championships without KD? You know what I'm saying? So it's not about you didn't contribute and people trying to take it away from you and take away that moment because you contributed to the dynasty. Now you contributed to the dynasty, but you want to talk about you didn't think they had a dynasty until now. Well, that showed you was wrong all from the beginning. If you think they got a dynasty now, but you didn't think that they had it before, that means you were wrong before. Just like you was wrong when you left. Now, I'm glad you left. You know what I'm saying? But but at the same time, he may not feel like, it was the wrong move for his career and his legacy and all that because, you know, he probably was looking at it like, man, they ain't giving me my full credit. But the thing is, if you think back on it, he was getting his full credit. If he would have stayed here and we would have ran off another 2 or 3 champions, let's say we would have ended up with 4 or 5 championships, bro, with KD. You know what I'm saying? Like, all they would have been doing is saying they would have been giving all the credit to him. And it would have been getting washed away that he came and joined this team. It would still be there, but it would be more in the background. You know what I mean? Because all people would think about is the fact that, you know what I mean, these motherfuckers won 4 or 5 championships. You know what I'm saying? So it was more eating at him. It was eating at his, I don't want to say his psyche and all that, because when they be saying that shit, and I'd be like, man, y'all don't know what the fuck these niggas. But that's just what I think. I think it was more eating at him internally. That, man, I gotta get up out of here, bro. You know what I mean? The fans don't the fans fuck with me, but they don't fuck with me like they fuck with, you know what I mean, with the others. You know what I mean? With Steph and Clay and Dre, and you know what I mean? Like, I'm not homegrown, so it's like they fuck with me, but you know what I mean? It's like they fuck with me from a distance. You know what I'm saying? Like, he felt all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, okay, I came over here. It was what it was. We won championships. This this moment served its purpose. Now it's time for me to get out. Man, it's time for me to get on. I after that first year, bro, when he made them comments about Under Armour, and then he was exposed for having that burner account, and this was after we won the championship in 2017. I said right there, Kevin Durant ain't finna finish his career. Because before that, it was like, okay, well, maybe he might stay here and finish his career, you know what I mean, and go to state. After that, I was like, he's not gonna finish his career and go to state. It's not gonna happen. Because the burner account just shows that he was insecure about something, bro. It was still eating at him. that people were still saying that he was whatever, he was a cupcake or whatever, he was soft or whatever, it was the worst, so it was a softer, the weakest move ever in that any superstar athlete has ever made and all this other shit. That shit was so he had to create a fake Twitter account or basically and talk as if he's not himself. You know what I mean? Like act like he's somebody else. You know what I mean? When it was really him. Like that shit weird as fuck, bro. That's just some weird shit, bro. I'm sorry for the level where he at and his stature, bro. That's just weird. Cause most of the motherfuckers wouldn't even bat an eye and wouldn't even think about that shit. But it was, I mean, we all human, bro. I mean, his actions show that it was bothering him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you can say whatever the fuck you want to say, but his actions show. And right now, the things that he's saying on this interview right here it shows that it bothers him. It still bothers him, bro. That he doesn't fully get. But I think he does get his full credit. He may not feel like he get his full credit, but I believe he gets his full credit. He get his credit for what he was, bro. He was a mercenary. He was on borrowed time. He was never here to be here forever and really be one of us and really be down. So he get his credit for what he was. Yeah, you came over here, did what you had to do, you contributed, won them 2 finals MVPs. And then but hey, this was always Steph, Clay, and Dre thing. You know what I mean? In particular, Steph Curry. He the one that you know what I mean, that this whole this whole you know movement, so to speak, or this whole thing, it all revolves around Steph Curry, bro. And it just is what it is. You know what I mean? So he gets the credit for what he was. Like you don't get to you was here for 3 years, my nigga. Three. That's it. That's not a very long time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and it really only seemed like 2 years because that last year, the whole year everybody knew you was gone and you was acting like a bitch the whole year. So that's the reason why Draymond flashed on your ass, nigga. Uh, but But so to me, it only really seemed like those 2 years. So it's like when Joe Lacob said, "Oh, we gonna retire his jersey." Why? Why? His jersey don't deserve to be retired by the Warriors organization, bro. You know what I'm saying? It ain't my organization. I don't own it. Joe Lacob own it. So you know what I mean. If that's what he want to do, that's what he want to do. In my opinion, he was not here long enough, and his contribution to me was not great enough for him to have his jersey retired. He was more. It was like I'm telling you, bro. It was more like we helped him. You know what I'm saying? Like so. And after the train was already rolling, he came and jumped on it and he's a part of it, yes, but nah, Steph, Clay, and Dre and Iggy deserve to have the jersey retirement. Kevin Durant, he didn't embody the Warriors, the Dub Nation, mantra and just that whole joyous feeling. He didn't embody that enough for me. You know what I'm saying? Um, for him to have his jersey retired. So that's just me. That's just me though, man. Yeah. Let me see what's this other.
want to start with the jealousy though, and we was talking about this. We were talking about this during the finals too. There for the intensity, they want to. The game they want.
Here's another one.
It was game one. Crazy crowd, crazy intensity.
Oh yeah, Draymond. I tweeted that when the game was going back and forth, my brother. I know you take everything personal, and I know you want to take shots at everybody that y'all want, but the game was going back and forth, and they probably was up. I think they was up when I tweeted that.
If I recall correctly, it was like a sequence where Tatum hit a disgusting shot, and then Steph hit like a disgusting shot, and it was like just the shot making.
The shot. Yeah, come on, man. He made it seem like I was choosing sides. Like I wanted both of y'all to play great basketball, and I if I could, I wish both of y'all lost. The fuck.
Everybody loses. There's only one team.
What are you talking about? I ain't choosing those sides with you, man.
Let's talk Draymond. It was disgusting.
What is you talking about, man? I ain't choosing no sides with you niggas, man. That nigga's a hoe, bro. He's a hoe. This the thing, and this the reason why I say that, bro. Because I understand what he's saying as far as he's saying I'm not choosing no sides. Like basically what that was is there's a sequence where in during game one, KD had made he posted a tweet where it said a high level of basketball is being displayed, right? And he's not lying when he say that, because he's not lying when he say that he didn't tweet that. See, Draymond might have thought he tweeted that. And you can go back and see the time when somebody tweets, so you can see when he tweeted it. So maybe Draymond didn't look that far, but Draymond maybe thought he tweeted that either after the game or maybe at the end of the game while Boston was on a run. And Kevin Durant actually tweeted that when the game was teetering back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Because we was ahead. You know what I mean? We really was on the verge of blowing that game open. You know what I'm saying? And then they never fully let us blow them out. And once they start chipping away, and we totally just collapsed, and they just obliterated us in that fourth quarter. So, but when Kevin Durant tweeted that, it was at the point of the game where, okay, we had already kind of lost the lead. So now the game is kind of teetering back and forth to see which is we going to be able to start to push the lead back up, or is they going to, take over. And they fucking took over. You know what I'm saying? So, so that's around the time when KD tweeted that. So he ain't lying when he say that, he tweeted that while the game was going on, because so he tweets and he says high level of basketball being displayed. So after the Warriors won the championship, okay, in game 6, Draymond then tweets and says extremely high level of basketball on display, which basically is people see as a response to what Kevin Durant said. And so what Kevin Durant is saying is basically like Draymond, when you respond, when you trying to act like you throwing shots back because y'all won a championship, and you try to take what I say and throw it back at me now, basically what you saying is that what you trying to say is that I'm picking a side, I'm on their side or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So he's saying I'm not picking no sides. You know what I'm saying? But what he followed right up and said is how he truly feel, and that goes back to what I originally said. He ain't never want the Warriors to win. He know what this means, but he not gonna come out and say it. And it sounds stupid. He'll say I'm stupid as fuck for saying what you mean, what it mean for my legacy. He know what the Warriors winning that 4th championship and that 2nd championship without him, and Steph winning that Finals MVP and all that, and the fashion in which they won it, and beating the team in the finals that shut Kevin Durant down in the first round and swept Kevin Durant out of the playoffs, he know that's not a good look for his legacy. As far as that's why he's feeling like he got to defend his years and his contribution to the Warriors now. That's the reason why he got to defend it because he knows that them winning that championship, now people are saying, shit, man, them championship in 17 and 18, yeah, you was there and you helped win, but they ain't necessarily need you like that, nigga. They showing that, they improved that. They won you before you and after you. So when he say, I ain't taking no side, nigga, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? I wanted both of y'all to lose. Yeah, he right. Yeah, okay, yeah, he played for the Brooklyn Nets, so he wished he was playing, that he was winning. I understand it if you're looking at it from that perspective, but for me, I'm looking at it from a real, authentic human perspective, which is saying, okay, yeah, okay, the Boston Celtics, yeah, it was the lesser of two evils for him, because it was like, I mean, the team that swept me out of the playoffs is going to either win the championship, or the team that I left to come where I'm at right now, either they're going to win the championship. So, like, he was fucked either way. But at the end of the day, when he say, you know, I wish both of y'all would have lost, you know what I'm saying? That's him really saying. So when he's saying all that shit about, man, you know, that was a moment for Steph and this and that, and congratulations to them, or whatever, you know, whatever the fuck, all that shit cap. All that shit cap. I'm not saying that he wished bad on another team or players. I mean, obviously he want his team to win, the team that he plays for, but that's not wishing bad on. That's just, you know what I mean? I want my team to win. So I'm not saying he wishing bad, but it just is what it is, bro. There's no possible way he could look at that and be like, man, you know, you could say from a perspective, if it was really a motherfucker that just really was truly happy for the Warriors after they left, and they really happy for him, and they just don't care about that. You know what I mean? And they genuinely just really looking at it like, that shit don't affect my legacy at all, because I mean, and if you say that it do, okay, that's your opinion. But I feel like it don't. You know what I'm saying? There is a person out there that will probably with a different, you know, demeanor, and, you know, with a different personality, that if you swap out that person for Kevin Durant, that maybe that person will feel that way. I just don't think that Kevin Durant feels that way. I don't think Kevin Durant himself feels that way. I feel like he knows that them winning this championship, it raises question about if they really needed him to win in 17 and 18. It just do. I'm sorry. It just do. It just, and it's going to be that way until he wins the championship without him. And even then, it's still not going to change, because even if Kevin Durant wins a championship, you know, with the Brooklyn Nets or whoever the fuck or wherever the fuck he want to be, that's still not going to take away from the fact that the Warriors won another championship without you. That's not going to take their championship away. So, you know, but it at least if he wins another championship, then, you know, at least people will be able to respect him. I mean, he gets respect, but I'm saying they'll be able to then say, you know, okay, he was able to win without the Warriors, kind of thing. So that just is what it is. Right? So, but all the extra shit that he said and about Draymond and this and that, and the you know, the demeanor in which he said it and all that, that's just like, bro, you use a sucker, bro. Use a hoe, bro. Like I said, I understand what he's trying to say, but you said it in a way that lets me know that you disgusted by the fact that they just won this championship, nigga. And the fact that Draymond is throwing it in your face and others' faces, and you know what I mean? And the fact that you got to hear people question your contribution, to those Warriors championships, even though you won the Finals MVP. So the fact that you got to come out and say all of these things, bro, it proves that it bothers you straight up. It just is what it is. I'm a human being just like you, bro. I understand. You feel me? I've had those same emotions and feelings about certain things before. So it just is what it is. Being a gazillionaire don't change the fact that you're a human being. You feel me?
Let's talk Draymond. We've discussed you quite a bit. He's been on our show, on his show. New media. You're new media. You've claimed it. You have a podcast.
I don't even know what that means.
What
New media. I don't even know what that means.
Clarify too. The one the question he answered about the offenses and the difference. He was specifically asked about you, which goes back to what we were saying.
Yeah.
You being the topic of the conversation, but yeah, people continue to pin you two together as well and against each other. And I know, having been with y'all, it's kind of like the nature of your relationship. Like you kind of are just bump a little bit, a little bit, but there's not beef here. People, there's some beef here.
Yeah, I don't want to call it no beef. I don't beef with anybody. Like that's some childish. And bus riders, bus drive. Like, what does that even mean?
And telling you why you wrong. Okay, so Charles Barkley, another name.
Bus riders, bus drive. Like, what is? It just feels that way from the outside. But
okay, so now the next thing that he finna jump on is they finna talk about Charles Barkley, and the whole notion of bus riders and all that shit. So he basically just trying to, give his spiel and combat, all of these things that people are saying about him. I understand that, you know what I mean? He defended himself, but he really don't. If you Kevin Durant, you shouldn't need defending, bro. You should need to, but I mean, hey, like I said, he's a human being. But they finna get on this Charles Barkley shit. He finna say a few comments, and I'm gonna say a few comments.
More times than not, we agreed on shit.
Okay, so Charles Barkley, another name.
Bus riders, bus drive. Like, what does that even mean? We play a team game, I thought, at the end of the day. And we all play with great players. But I feel like I can stand out amongst any player. I don't have to minimize myself, from around great players. So, I never looked at it as if I'm riding the bus, because I played a lot of minutes and I scored a lot of points for that team. So if I was a 12th man on the team and then bump and then play no type of minutes and average 8 points and I'm walking around here like I'm the best player in the league, which I don't even do now, and I can average 30 points. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
like, bro, this nigga Kevin Durant, bro, like he act like he don't understand what, like, I mean, I understand it, bro. He don't, he don't like the fact that narrative is out there, the whole bus rider thing. He wasn't driving the bus. He wasn't a bus rider. I mean, he wasn't a bus driver for the, for the Warriors and all that shit. I mean, he don't like the fact that Chuck said that. I understand that. But, bro, it's true. What Chuck said is true. Bro, all Charles Barkley was saying, all these niggas now, all these young niggas now, basically trying to team up and you want to go get an easy ring, you know what I mean? And then want to gloat about your motherfucking ring at the end of your career, you know what I'm saying? So he was saying, no, I didn't ultimately get a ring, but I was the bus driver. Okay. So yeah. So the bus I was driving ultimately didn't get to the stop of winning the championship and having a parade, but we got awfully close, just like Kevin Durant got awfully close in 2012 when they lost to the Miami Heat. Charles Barkley got close in 1993 when they lost to the Bulls. Okay, he was the MVP that year. And he's just saying, like, I could like if I like just like what Shaq said, like man, shit, I would have won sooner before I won if I would have known that's what we was doing. If it was cool to go team up with Michael Jordan, I would have went to go do that. Or if it was cool to go team up with, the Karl Malone and John Stockton and the Jazz, or whoever the fuck else ever, you know what I mean? Like the Knicks and Patrick, whoever. I'm just throwing, Shaq like shit. I would have did that. Like that's not the way it's supposed to go, bro. You supposed to, hey, go grind that thing out, man, and try to beat all of those other players in the league. You know what I mean? Y'all could be cool and friends and all of that other shit, but you're supposed to want to beat them, not team up with them and be like, oh, man, shit, we can't do it on our own, so let's team up together and do it and beat up on these niggas. And make it unfair to where we got all the good players on our team. Yeah, let's just do it like that. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, we're gonna say we won all these championships. We better than Michael Jordan. And yeah, they're gonna forget all the other shit, but we got these championships though. Nah, bro. That ain't the way it go, my nigga. So all Charles is saying is, KD, you got your little funky ass championships. Okay, whatever. But brother, you damn near anybody could. Charles is basically saying, nigga, I could have played on that team and got them damn championships. That's basically what the fuck he's saying. Like you didn't work hard to get those championships. That's the reason why. If I don't know if y'all don't know this, but Kevin Durant, after they won that championship in 2017, he made a comment to where he was kind of like, they was asking him, you know what I mean, how I feel and all that other shit. Can't remember if it was obviously it was after they won that first championship, but I can't remember if it was like right before that next season was getting ready to start or just in the off season that summer or whatever. But somebody asked him about like how it feel or something like that to win a championship, and he was just basically like, it what he thought it was gonna be. It wasn't that. You know what I mean? It was. You know what I mean? It was dope to win it. You know what I mean? He was happy they won, but it wasn't like this over exuberant, joyful feeling. And he thought he was going to be overcome with tears and he was just going to feel something like he never felt before. You know what I'm saying? He basically said like, that's it. This what it feel like is, I mean, if this is all it feel like, I mean, this, and so the reason why he felt that way, most likely though, bro, is because he knew deep down he didn't really work hella hard to get those championships, bro. He didn't, bro. Yes, you have to play the games. Yes, he had to make shots and do all that shit. But bro, the team you was on, my nigga, that is a team that was just in the finals 2 years in a row without you, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things, my nigga, to where it's like, it's just one of those things to where it's like, that's all Charles Barkley is saying, bro, is that, and that's the reason why those championships, that championship didn't feel how you thought it was going to feel, KD, because deep down in your core, whether it was consciously or subconsciously, you knew the grind. It wasn't that same grind, that real grind, bro. Like what the Warriors had to do this year, they had to grind to get that. What they did in 15, they had to grind to get that. What the Bucks did last year, they had to grind to get that. And you get rewarded after years and years of trying to get to that mountaintop and get over it. And once you finally do, that's when you really ultimately feel that reward. And it feels like that. Kevin Durant ain't feel like that because he didn't go through no grind. It was easy. You know what I'm saying? So that's all that was, man. Like that's the reason why he. So when Chuck talking about you wasn't driving the bus, he basically saying, bruh, you wasn't the man at the forefront of this bus when it started rolling. The bus was already rolling, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? This bus got to rolling in Oakland, California, Golden State. Okay, they made a stop in OKC. They had already won. This bus was on the road, already rolling. Okay, you know what I'm saying? They had already made a stop in Cleveland, won a championship there. Okay, then it was a little bumpy ride. You know what I mean? And so they drove to OKC to pick you up, but but it was already rolling. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't back in Golden State in Oakland. When they was putting all the parts on that bus to make sure when they was putting the tires on there, when they was painting it, when they was up under the hood making sure the engine is high powered and everything is working up under there right. You know what I'm saying? Like you wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? You was just at the bus stop, just waiting to be picked up. So that's what Chuck talk about. So for KD to act like he don't understand that, I don't get it. But I mean, I understand he gonna defend himself. So he's a hoe.
Because that's my job. But what about the brother? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that shit just don't make sense to me. Just an interview is like, man, I don't care about these guys. I'm gonna criticize them because that's my job. But what about the brother? Like, you're supposed to be. Like, then you say, I won't get respect from the legends. Like, what legends? What group of legends you talking about? Like, who won't respect me? Because every time I run into a legend, I get nothing but love. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So like, who is the group of guys that I'm supposed to go have a conversation with to ask if I can get respect from?
This nigga sounds so stupid, bro. He act like when Chuck say that he ain't gonna get that level of respect from certain guys. You know what I mean? Certain old heads, in the NBA until he, wins the championship on his own or whatever. Not on his own, but on his own team. And just get respect in general. He think that mean that OG, a Dr. J, or a fucking Moses Malone or whoever. Forgive me if Moses Malone passed away, and I'm saying somebody that passed or whatever. But because I don't recall. But just somebody like that, Walt Frazier or Jerry West, and I'm not saying I'm not saying names of motherfuckers that don't give respect. I'm just throwing out old school names, Michael Jordan, whatever, Isaiah Thomas, whoever. He saying he acting like that mean when they see him, like they can automatically walk up to be like, nah, bro, don't come talk to me. I don't respect you. You went over there to go get them easy rings with Golden State. Nah, my nigga. They not gonna do that when they see you. They is gonna acknowledge you. You a great player. That's what this whole thing is about anyway. Usually players of your caliber, they want to try to, do it from the ground up. Not do it from the ground. I mean, yeah, do it from the ground up, but basically not get it so easy. You know what I'm saying? They want to have to go through the tough battles, you know. Uh, and so, that don't mean that they gonna see you. He's saying basically, he said when he said about the respect, he's saying that your motherfuckers respect you as far as like seeing you being cordial, saying what's up and all of the other shit, and still, telling you how great of a player you is. But he mean deep down as far as how the overall sentiment about you to some of the OG legends is that, yes, great player, great scorer, all time great player, but you got them 2 rings, but you didn't get them in a way. You didn't get them in a respectful way. You got them in a way. I mean, it's like I said. Motherfuckers, damn near you feel like you cheated to get those, and that just is what it is, bro. And them winning the championship after you again, it furthermore is showing that to be true. So it just is what it is, my nigga. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at your damn self for because what it is you should have never left OKC. You should have just stayed there. I mean, you almost beat us, the Golden State Warriors. In 2016. Who's to say y'all don't come back the next year and actually do beat us? Or actually may not even have to play us and get to the finals and win it. But I don't think he cared about that because I just think he didn't want to play with Russ no more. And that's just what that was. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. I mean, it's true what Charles said. The nigga was a bus rider, bro. He wasn't a bus driver. He was a bus rider. And they say, oh, well, he won the finals MVPs. And look at it. Man, Ty Lue said, nigga, we wasn't focused on that, nigga. Ty Lue already said, nigga, we were focused on Steph Curry, bro. You know what I mean? We was over there. We was letting that nigga get whatever the fuck he wanted to get because, you know what I mean? We don't want to see that little light-skinned boy. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we don't want to see him go off. Because that nigga go off, it's a motherfucking problem. KD, he go off, yeah, it's kind of a problem. But you can kind of get past that because they have seen, look, listen. They felt like even though Kevin Durant is bigger than Steph and all that, LeBron James, he done pretty well against Kevin Durant when he ain't on the Warriors. He done pretty well against him. You know what I'm saying? Steph Curry, on the other hand, he's giving LeBron James some problems in the finals. Okay? So it all makes fucking sense. It's not even, if when you really think about it and break it down that way, it makes total fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? That Ty Lue would have his defense more geared toward and focused on stopping Steph Curry than Kevin Durant. I don't mean Kevin Durant not a great player. He's an excellent player. All-time great player. Yes, he is. But you just not as dangerous as Steph Curry, brother. You're just not. You know what I'm saying? Like, when that man get to going, it's lights out. Night. It just is what it is. It just is what it is. When Steph Curry gets going, bro, it's something like you never seen. It's why that man is in the top 10 now. That nigga then bumped out a motherfucking legend. That nigga even bumped out Bill Russell or Wilt Chamberlain or I heard a nigga say he bumped out Shaq O'Neal. I said, oh, Shaq? Oh no. He ain't bumped out no damn Shaq. No, he ain't bumped out no damn Shaq. You know what I'm saying? He ain't bumped out Shaq. But If he get a fifth championship, he moves above Shaq, brother. It just I mean, it, what are you gonna do? Steph Curry wins a fifth championship. He's above Shaq. He's above LeBron. I don't give a damn what you niggas say. Niggas, the Warriors win a championship next year, and he got 5 rings, and LeBron got 4. And this supposed to be the LeBron era? Nah, please. He's better. He goes above LeBron on the all-time ranking list. I never had LeBron ranked number 2 all time like you niggas. That was y'all. I never ranked him that high. You know what I'm saying? I got LeBron like anywhere between like 6 and 8 on my list. That's where I got him on my all-time list. He can raise higher if he win another championship, but right now I got him somewhere like he never passed. I mean, we not even fucking talking about no damn Michael Jordan. Just that shit is, I don't even know why y'all do that to yourself. Okay. He never passed for me. When did he pass? It's prep now. This is what I say should be the debate. Fuck Jordan and LeBron. That ain't no debate. The debate is is LeBron and Kobe. Whoever you want to pick out of those two. Me preferably, I'm taking Kobe. Okay. So to me, LeBron got to at least tie Kobe in rings in order to pass him. Like Kobe was like that. Yeah. He was like that. So yeah, when Kobe was winning championship number 4 and number 5, guess who he was supposed to be meeting in the finals? It was supposed to be LeBron James and Cleveland Cavaliers. That's why they had all them damn Nike had all them puppet commercials. You know what I'm saying? And LeBron wasn't holding up his side of the deal. He even said that out of his own damn mouth. So we never got to see Kobe and LeBron go against each other in the finals, and we should have saw it. But LeBron wasn't good enough at that time to get him there. He never really was good enough because he had to go team up with D-Wade. I didn't fault him for doing that. But don't come trying to say you better than Michael Jordan after that, nigga. When you had to go, you couldn't. You leave the team that drafted you and basically said, "I can't get it done here. I got to go team up with another all-time great player, another top 5 player in the league at the time, and then another player in Chris Bosh, who was the best power forward in the league at the time, like." And go to D-Wade team who had already won a fucking championship. Like, nah. You still an all-time great player. You ain't better than no damn Michael Jordan though. But yeah, nah, you ain't passed no motherfucking Kobe to me. When did you pass Magic? When did you pass Kareem? That's 4 motherfuckers right there. Jordan, Kobe, Magic, Kareem. Okay? Now, for me, just personally, I also want Larry Bird before LeBron James. That's why I have Larry Bird higher on my all-time list than LeBron James. I got Larry Bird at 5. Then we can start talking about having LeBron James. But I got Shaq at 6. You know what I mean? Some shit like that. You know what I mean? Then when we start getting in the Tim Duncan, LeBron James range, then yeah. You know? But that's the range he's in. He's in that Shaq, Tim Duncan, LeBron James region. You know what I'm saying? You got Shaq at 6. You got hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm I'm finna tell you right now. Yeah, I got Shaq at 6. I got Tim Duncan at 7. And then I got LeBron James at 8. I got Bill Russell at 9. And I got Steph at 10. And if Steph get another ring, to me, he jumps to like number 4 on the all-time list. Okay? He jumps Bill Russell. He jumps LeBron James. He jumps Tim Duncan. And he jumps Shaq. And he jumps Larry Bird if he gets number 5. Only players that'll still be above him is Jordan, Kobe, Magic, and Kareem. So, so, uh, Steph Curry get number 5. Um, he's number 5 on the all-time list, all time. Okay, I got my reasons for all that shit. Y'all want to hear how I broke that shit down? Go back and look at my last video where I do my top 10 rankings and I explain all that shit. Okay, but I'm saying all that to say, you feel me? Yeah, man. Steph been driving this bus, bro. Steph been driving this motherfucking bus, and KD is he just a sad, sorry puppy.
Like, it's just a bunch of shit you just make up. Like bus riders, bus drivers. Bro, I played a lot of minutes. I shot a lot of shots. I made a lot of shots. What are you talking about? The agenda to minimize you historically, it's been really weird to watch. Yeah, it's been. That's why I be feeling like, yo, y'all just be hating on the God. Like,
like you can tell he ain't even feel right saying that because he stuttered before he actually said God. I just feel like I just feel like y'all be hating on a God. You ain't even feel you didn't even really want to say that. Hating on the God. Like y'all gotta stop doing that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I understand he trying to just say like a basketball God, you know what I mean? But man, you just you bro, you got swept. You got swept out the finals, bro. You supposed to be quiet. You not even supposed to be doing this interview, dog. You supposed to be quiet, and if you gonna do the interview, be humble, brother. You got swept out that thing, dog. Straight up, cuz. Like, you got swept. You know what I'm saying? So, blood on some real shit. Like,
what have I done for you to want to discredit everything? I put in a lot of work for this game. That's why I be feeling like, yo, y'all just be hating on the God. Like,
y'all just be hating on the God, bro. Nobody hating on you, bro. Nobody hating on you, bro. You made a decision to come to a team that if they would have won that game 7, a lot of people would have considered that the greatest team in NBA history, bro. That's the team you came to, my nigga. The team that you had down 3-1 in the previous series and lost 3 games in a row, and you failed in 3 consecutive games, brother. Um, you came to that team, bro, and made it so lopsided for the league. Okay. And people could not believe you would do that because of how great you were and how great that team already was. So to put those two great entities together is going to make all of us ungreat. And we ain't going to be shit. And we ain't going to be able to do shit. And we ain't going to win shit. So, and it's unfucking fair. And bitch, motherfucker, you cheating. Yeah, that's what the fuck you doing, Kevin Durant. You're not the Warriors. The Warriors ain't cheating. You cheating, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So,
Like, what have I done for you to want to discredit everything? I put in a lot of work in this game. I've been there for 15, 16 years. You'll think I'm a 6-year veteran in the league the way people talk about me. Like, I ain't did shit before I went to Golden State. And I know a lot of y'all ain't watch OKC games unless they was prime time, but, like, go do your research, fam. I've been this. Like, I've been at this level. You know what I'm saying? I had shoes, I had MVPs before I met these guys. And we did something special together, but don't try to take away from what I done, bro.
I was just talking to somebody here.
the same thing you just said right there. Oh, see, it ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. That's what all us been saying about Steph this whole time. Now this is the thing about it, right? Like that's what we've been saying about Steph all along, bro. Right? Is that hold on? It was cool. It was cool when y'all was when it was just when he came over here, we won that first championship and all that shit. But then once y'all start saying like, oh, he the reason why and this and that and blah blah blah, it's like, well, hold on. He had no championship before we came over here. We already won. Steph was the back to back MVP. We won 73 games. How y'all just all of a sudden giving this nigga all the credit? So that's the reason why I say it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, because now KD is feeling like he got to go back and tell motherfuckers how great he was in OKC like we don't know that. Like we don't know that. That's insecurity, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's you know what I mean? Like and he just sound like he whining and crying and shit, bro. Talking all soft and mellow and like you I mean you sounded bitch made you sounded like a ho out champ. That's just what the fuck you sounded like. You know what I'm saying? And the ironic thing about that is, right, check this out. Now, when the whole narrative was, oh, you know, KD saved the Warriors and KD saved Steph's legacy and they couldn't win without him and they wasn't going to never be able to beat LeBron again and all this shit. Basically acting like he hadn't won a championship before us and we hadn't won nothing when it was the other way around. When they were saying all of that, I never for once, not one time, heard Kevin Durant come out and say, nah, y'all. Stop saying that. It's yeah, that's a false narrative. Y'all should not be saying that. You know what I'm saying? We did this as a team. It was all us together. Y'all seen all us on the court. I didn't score all the points. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all got to stop doing that. He never said that. He never came out and told the media that. You know what I'm saying? Um, but now that the narrative is, well, maybe they didn't need Kevin Durant. Now you got to go out and say all of the things that you did and how much you contributed and what you were before you was already this player before the Warriors and all of this and all of that and whine and complain and cry and shit. Um, y'all see the irony there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just pointing it out. I'm just pointing it out, man. I'm just pointing it out. You know, that's funny to me. That's funny to me. That's just a little something I thought about. You know what I'm saying? That's just a little something I thought about. You know,
One of the greatest performances ever. I was just talking to somebody here. Then at this level, you know what I'm saying? I asked you like, I ain't watch OKC games unless they was prime time. But like, go do your research, man. I've been this. Like I've been at this level. You know what I'm saying? I asked you that MVP before I met these guys. We did something special together, but it's like shit with to ask if I can get respect from them. Like it's just a bunch of shit you just make up. Like bus riders, bus drivers. Bro, I played a lot of minutes. I shot a lot of shots. I made a lot of shots. What are you talking about?
The agenda to minimize you historically has been really weird. Why?
It's been that's why I be feeling like yo, y'all just be hating on the God. Like what have I done for you to want to discredit everything? I put in a lot of work for this game. I've been there for 15, 16.
what have I done for you to want to discredit, you know, who I am and just why do you got to just keep talking about me and just, you know, I just don't get it, bro. I just want to play basketball. These niggas be crybabies, bro. Period, point blank, my nigga. These niggas be crybabies, man. This shit don't make no damn sense. None. You feel me? Just a whole bunch of whining and crying. And what that nigga say? The agenda to discredit your legacy or your man. What the fuck is you talking about, bitch, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm a hand pick this nigga to do the interview right here because I know he gonna be cool. He gonna ask me all the good, you know, nice, wholesome questions. But yeah, it ain't even about that nigga, man. I'm just saying, bro, like on some all the way 100ness, bro. It's just crazy, you know. It's just crazy, and like I said, he never came out and said, you know, and told the media to stop pumping the narrative that he saved us. So don't try to tell the media now to stop the narrative that we didn't need you. See how that worked, bitch, nigga. Now, so now this nigga is requesting a trade. So after all of that, right now, this interview was 2 weeks ago, basically, like 2.5 weeks ago, some shit like that. So now this was like a few days before Kyrie actually opted in, and then a few days after that, he requested a trade. So he did this interview before he requested that trade, and so now this nigga requesting the trade. Now that's the funny thing. I'm on Twitter and I'm seeing Nets fans and media talking about Steve Nash. Now, you got a team with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, who some stupid motherfucker who think he all this and all that when he really ain't really all this and all that, named Tracy McGrady, said that Kyrie and Kevin Durant are the most skilled duo of all time. This nigga has to be the dumbest nigga in the history of all ex NBA players. Like Tracy McGrady, to me, he was a great player, but he was overrated, bro. It's just you just overrated. My nigga, you didn't even get out the fucking first round. Okay? So just stop it. Just stop it. And you talking about these motherfuckers is the greatest duo ever, and then they got swept. So what the fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, nah, bro. Like these niggas just be just infatuated with one-on-one and all of that other shit, bro. That shit ain't. See, the best one-on-one nigga, Michael Jordan, won 6 championships though. Won 6 championships though. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, because he figured out a way to do his one-on-one shit within the confines of the team. You know what I'm saying? Once you start listening to Phil Jackson. Tracy McGrady, you ain't learned to do a motherfucking thing. But just, go one-on-one and don't win shit and get into the Hall of Fame when you probably shouldn't be in there. It just is what it is. So I don't give a damn. That's just how I feel. Like, and I just didn't understand that comment. He's the most skilled. I understand what he's trying to say, but he fucking wrong. KD is skilled. Kyrie is skilled. They ain't the most skilled duo of all time. I don't give a damn. Any of the most skilled duos of all time gotta have either Michael Jordan in it or Kobe Bryant. If one of them two ain't in it, it ain't the most skilled duo of all time. I don't give a damn. So I'm gonna go with Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Yes, I'm gonna say that's the most skilled duo of all time. That's just me though. You feel me? Stupid motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So these niggas got swept up out of the so you get swept. So Steve Nash. So all these motherfuckers is they talk about Steve Nash, and I'm like, bro, you got Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, the most skilled duo of all time. But it's the coach's fault. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Now this same coach that them niggas handpicked and gave the approval to, because it was this nigga named Kenny Atkinson who was the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets. Once them two big head ass niggas got over there, you feel me? And this is more towards KD, less about Kyrie, because I fucks with Kyrie. I'm just, I might get caught up in that shit too. I forgot, you know what I mean? But yeah. Kenny Atkinson, who is the assistant coach for the Golden State Warriors, which means He just won a motherfucking ring. Okay, they ran Kenny Atkinson up out of there. Now Kenny Atkinson is the team that is the coach that brought the Nets, kind of like made them you know, a somewhat of a desirable destination again. You know what I mean? Obviously they came from New Jersey, but then once they was Brooklyn, you know what I mean, after the whole KG, Paul Pierce, you know what I mean, Darren Williams thing, and the owner that they had from Russia or whatever, after that, all that shit went all bad. Um, they was trash for, you know what I mean, for them years. You know what I mean? Um, and then some shit happened. But what? Anyway, Kenny Atkinson ended up being the coach. They had D Russell over there, okay, who had came from the Lakers, D'Angelo Russell. They had Jared Allen over there, the all-star center for the Cleveland Cavaliers now. Y'all see what Cleveland building. They had Spencer Dinwiddie, who is with the motherfucking Dallas Mavericks right now, and it's just always like a dope microwave kind of score, whether off the bench or whatever. And then they had Karis LeVert, you know what I mean, who I believe is with Indiana Pacers now, or if he's not, he was with the Indiana Pacers. He had a little situation with his chest or his heart or whatever, but I believe he's good again. Um, and they just had a nucleus. They had risen to being a team that was uh, exciting, somewhat exciting. Um, they were a new up and coming team. They had a good little core, and Kenny Atkinson that had helped build that. And I think once they got a chance to get Kyrie and Kevin Durant, they just threw all that to the wayside. So they got KD and and, and Kyrie. Kenny Atkinson was still there. Okay, now by this time, D Russ is gone, and I believe Karis LeVert is gone. You know what I mean? And so they started losing motherfuckers, and either in the middle of the season or at the end of the season, because Kenny Atkinson did coach Kyrie and KD either for that whole season or for like half the season or something. I forget, but um, it was either sometime in the middle of the season or right after the season. He got fired. That will not happen if Kevin Durant and or Kyrie gives the okay that no, we fuck with Kenny Atkinson. We want him as our coach. They didn't want him. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say the Brooklyn Nets basically just ruined their shit all for Kyrie and Kevin Durant, and both of them motherfuckers want out now. And what that's showing me. So what's getting ready to start happening now is what I believe is, you know what I mean, teams and owners and shit, they finna start taking back ownership of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if you just think about everything that I just said, had they never got Kyrie and Kevin Durant and they still kept Kenny Atkinson, like they're probably one of the 4 or 5 best teams in the East right now, which would have been a better record than what they had this year. They was the 7th seed. You know, now obviously KD got hurt and all that shit. But I'm just saying, bro, with the way everything has transpired, it would have been better for them to not even get KD and Kyrie and just keep what the fuck they had. because they had something growing, they had something brewing, and KD and Kyrie came over there, and after 2 or 3 years, it's not working, and now they want about. And in KD's situation, he won out after he just read up for another 4 years just a year ago. So that shit wild, man. That shit wild, and it's like, and it shows now that for one, I believe that the Warriors winning the championship got something to do with KD requesting this trade. I'm sorry, he wanted he want to go to Heat. He want to go to the Heat and the fucking Suns. You know what I'm saying? And all this shit that can't happen and this and that and blah blah blah. Like, and then the Nets is asking for an arm and a leg, rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? Um, and it's just crazy right now, bro. Summer league going on, that's dope. But yeah, man, it's this shit crazy, bro. This nigga want this trade. You know, but yeah, it is what it is. Check this out, man. This is what I'm finna do. I'm finna split it up now because I'm done. I'm tired of talking about this bitch. Now, I got another segment on Draymond that I want to do, right? I'm tapped out, though. You know what I mean? I just smoked. I'm tapped out right now, bro. So, what I'm finna do, you hear me, is the Draymond segment of it is going to come tomorrow, most likely in the morning or at some point of the day. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm gonna change the title of this. It's just gonna say I'm gonna change the title of this video. Right now, it say whatever it say about Draymond, whatever. I'm gonna change the title of that, and uh, I'm gonna take the Draymond part out, and I'm gonna just change that into a whole separate video, a whole separate episode. You know what I'm saying? So the next episode coming, it's all to the good. Ja Morant, boy, you really done fell and bumped your motherfucking head. I got to do an episode on that shit. This nigga talking about he would have cooked Michael Jordan. Somebody slap you across the back of your motherfucking head, boy. You know what I'm saying? And also James Wiseman. Y'all been knowing I've been wanting to do some shit on James Wiseman. He finally playing now. He in the summer league, so I think it's about time for me to do a James Wiseman episode and just give y'all my thoughts on him and where I think. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna just say I'm a James Wiseman supporter. Always have been, always will be. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, I just got a few things I want to say because it's been a lot of pessimism and negativity surrounding a negativity talk surrounding him and what he can possibly do, and whether just a whole bunch of bullshit. So yeah, and you what the fuck that is. But yeah, I'm gonna get at y'all. You feel me? I'm tapped out. Snax on Sports. I'm gone. I'm the Draymond portion of this. The Draymond portion of this video gonna have to come tomorrow in the morning, or really today. Now it's 12:48. So you know what I mean. I'm over 2 hours now. You feel me? The thing is, because now I want to go. If I'm gonna talk about the Draymond thing, I'm gonna talk about it right now. I just ain't got it, and I'm gonna really need to get into it for at least 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to do a whole 2 hours on the Draymond thing. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I can knock this out in 30. 30 minutes or whatever. You feel me? Because some real disrespectful shit this nigga said, and I ain't really got a whole bunch of shit to say outside of you disrespectful ass son of a bitch, Draymond Green. But yeah, yeah, we're gonna get it in. Snacks on Sports. I'm back with another one tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We back. You feel me? I had a little downtime for about a week and a half. You know what I'm saying? But it's good. We on. We on deck. Let's get it. Chill. Snacks on Sports. Yeah.